All right, guys, let's take a look at John 1, verses 9 through 11. We see a picture of a very willing and loving God that goes to serve very selfish people. That was the true light which gives light to every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. All right, let's take it from the top. Verse 9 talks about how Jesus is the light, and that light is for all men that have come into the world. That means every man, woman, and child, it is his heart that they receive salvation. God so loved the world. We've got to stop being people that try and gatekeep salvation, as if someone is too far lost or they're too different than us, that we would reach across any division lines and get them salvation, that we would just keep this light inside of our churches. It's not meant to be kept inside of our churches. It's meant to be refined, focused on, developed, just saturated inside of our churches, but then taken to the world, taken out to your coworkers, your families, your friends, your loved ones, people at the gym. Man, we've got to get that light out to people. That's why in Revelation you see the picture of the church is lampstands. Why? Because it's our job to carry the light to the world. Man, verse 10, John just keeps dropping bombs on people. He's like, look, the Creator came into creation and he wasn't even known by the creation. It'd be like if you threw a party and a ton of people came, but nobody knew it was your house. Nobody knew you bought all the stuff, and nobody knew, heck, it was your birthday. It turned out to be your birthday party. That is what happened to Jesus. And Jesus faced not being known by his own creation. And we don't have to struggle, but people struggle with putting their own desires before the knowledge of God. And that's what keeps the divide. Matter of fact, if you know any person that wants to reject Jesus, often it's because there is an own desire that they have that they don't want to give up rather than knowing Christ. Now, there are some people with church hurts, and we have to be understanding with that. We need to pray for these people. But overall, when we hold to our own desires, when we hold to our own ways, and we actually walk in the flesh, like the Bible will say, it keeps us from knowing more and more of God. Verse 11, incredibly powerful. And if you pray and you don't know what God is feeling when you're praying, if you don't know what God is thinking, he does say in Isaiah that his ways are higher than our ways, and his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. But here's a good picture. All right, it says that he came to his own people, and his own people didn't accept him. Now, he's referring to the Jewish people, but this lets you know that Jesus knows what it feels like to be rejected by people he loves. If you've been rejected by people that you love, man, when you pray, know that God is not judging you for that. He is not thinking that you are weak. He's not thinking that you're pathetic. He actually has compassion and is moved with compassion because he knows what it's like to be rejected by people that he loves.